Okay, can we talk about how good I look today? Thank you very much. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something that was requested on my Facebook and my Instagram. I actually asked you guys if you wanted to know my tips and tricks, and also if you had any questions about dumpster diving, and I will go ahead and answer them for you. So I have them all down on a piece of paper. If I look down, that's what it is. I can't wait to do this because this is so much fun, and I love to answer these questions. This is something that, I think everybody should do, and it would really help the environment, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So, let's get right into it. So like I said, I asked you guys on Facebook and Instagram if you had any questions for me. And so let's just dive right into it and start out. All of the timestamps will be down below just in case you want to see just your question or you wanted to watch the whole thing. I'm not going to list any names of who asked me these things because that's all, private. Who cares? If you're going to ask what's on my lips today, I am wearing Melted by Too Faced. So I love it in the color Fake. So anyways, here is the first question. Where do you go? Now, where do I go? I typically go to Ulta. Why do I go to Ulta? I go to Ulta because I am a budding makeup artist. And as most makeup artists know, or even people who like makeup is so expensive. And it's very hard for me in my profession, currently, just starting out, to be able to afford $45 palettes, $50 palettes that, are brand new right off the rack. I can't afford that right away. So, Ulta has a policy where they throw out testers once they're used a little bit. Sometimes they'll try and destroy them. Sometimes they won't. But they toss them out and they go in a rotation. So once new testers come in, they toss the old testers out. That way, that the consumer who goes into Ulta to purchase brand new will get brand new product. I go and I take the old testers, which are most of the time perfectly fine. They're still almost brand new. Sometimes they are still brand new. And I will reuse them or donate them however I see fit, or if I want to keep them. That way I can cut down on the demand and ultimately help the environment and also help myself out a little bit. Because I would never be able to afford any of these palettes or products that I find otherwise. Alright guys, the second question is everybody's favorite question to ask, is it illegal? So, this is a little bit hard to answer. Say it's hard to answer, I mean that it's all different between where you're at. So, if you kind of just have to find out from where you live if it's illegal or if it's not illegal. I know that my place that I go to, it is not illegal to dumpster dive. There are no trespassing signs. That was a double negative. I'm sorry, but there aren't any. That's better. There aren't any no trespassing signs. It is not patrolled or anything. There aren't any no trespassing signs, so that means that I am okay to go ahead and dive there. Again, you really just have to look and see where you live and see if it is illegal to do so. Now, if you do have an illegal dumpster diving habit and you do happen to get caught, you can either get a really big fine or you could possibly get arrested. Again, it's all up to where you live. Now, if you are like me and you are not in a illegal area to dumpster dive, what happens if you get caught? So, I have gotten walked in on a couple of times. I never actually get in the dumpster. Sometimes I'm just over the side. So, people will walk out from behind this, behind the store, and they'll just kind of look at you funny, and you're just like, hi, I'm going now, and then you just go. It is courteous to leave what you find, but I know some people that do not, so it's really up to you. You kind of don't want to get caught because they are more prone to destroy products than if you do get caught. Also, when you're there, don't leave a mess, because I know there are other divers where I go, and they've been leaving a mess and leaving their trash everywhere, and it hasn't been good. And I'm just saying that from honest opinion. I have seen an upping of them destroying products because other divers will come in and they will leave their trash all over the ground. They'll destroy the bags inside of the dumpster, and it's really, really inconsiderate. Honestly, if you're trying to find the products, that's fine. Take the product out of the dumpster, the bag out of the dumpster. Don't make a big mess and put it back when you are done. It's just courteous. It's just kind. They are humans too. The Ulta employees, they do have to clean up after you if you leave a mess. So, just be nice. I mean, and people are prone to be nice back. So, I am very aware that I know that they are aware that I'm here. Other people from other stores have seen me, and as far as I can tell, everything has been fine. So, there you go. Fourth question. Is it sanitary? Just think back. This is a dumpster. It is not meant for people to get into, so all of the trash and papers and everything like that from... Oh, I just messed up. That's better. So all of the trash and everything from other people's stores are in that dumpster. So no, I guess you can say it's not sanitary. There is food products left over in it. There is trash. There are products from face stuff, because Ulta does have a salon in it, and a makeup counter. But, everything is contained in bags. And usually Ulta, what I've found is that you can see through their bags. So if there is a black bag in that dumpster, or there is like an opaque white bag, they are not from Ulta, and they shouldn't be gone through. But the bags from Ulta are usually clear. You can usually see right through them, and most of the time it is sanitary, other than like coffee containers or their old lunches. Now when I go through, I wear gloves, because not only do I not want everything all over my hands, because most of the times the products will be souped, and I'll explain what souped is in a minute, but also there is food and there is germs in it. So I like to wear gloves, and I also like to wear something over my shirt so that, I don't get anything on myself. It also helps me not get caught. So, number 5, going back to what I just said, how do you protect yourself and or your car? So, my car is a dumpster right now. I not only get products from the Ulta, but since I am moving, I've also gotten boxes from Ulta, I've gotten bubble wrap from Ulta, I've gotten filler wrap from Ulta, I've gotten a bunch of stuff. So it's not always makeup products, so you kind of protect your car by, protecting yourself, which is gloves and, something to cover yourself most of the time. And also when you are lifting boxes out of the dumpster, sometimes it can be wet, sometimes it can be souped products. You want to put something down in your car so that you're not getting it all over the seats. So I'm very fortunate. I do have leather seats in my car. So I will usually just wipe them up right afterwards, because most of the stuff is just like fake tanner or lotion. So I kind of just, if I don't do that, then I'll put down like bubble wrap or something on the seat first before I put the box down. But most of the time I don't have to do that. The boxes are just clean and they are good to go. So that's how I protect my car. Also, you also protect your car by cleaning it all the time and making sure that it's nice. I mean, your car is taking you everywhere. So, number 6, does it gross me out? Yeah, a little bit. And I'll go into this with the next one, because I keep mentioning Ulta soup. But, does it gross you out? It can. So when I say there is all of that food in there, sometimes the food can be from days and days and days, and they could have just thrown it in there. Most of the time they will do that when they know that there are people coming to try and deter them from taking the product inside of the dumpster. So, for instance, one day, I typically go about 4 days a week. Persistence is great. You have to, you're not going to find everything on one go. But one day they knew I was coming for whatever reason, and they tossed out 4 or 5 day-old trash into the dumpster to kind of deter me from coming in the morning. Later in that day, the dump truck came, took it away, and I came back, and it was perfectly fine. So it does gross you out a little bit, especially if you're getting into the dumpster, which I never do. I just hang over the side. But you can also prevent that from really affecting you by wearing gloves. You can even wear a mask if you want to. And going at specific times of the day when you know that, they've taken all of their food and products out. Again, persistence, you just kind of figure out their schedule and, how everything works. And so you kind of just figure it out as you go. And at this point, yes, it does gross me out sometimes, but at the most point, no. I have a goal when I go there. If I don't find something, I'm not offended. I'm not upset. It just gives me a chance to find it on. Alright, number 7, makeup quality. So, we're going to open this up by talking about that wonderful Ulta soup that I have been mentioning. So, when I say Ulta soup, this means that the employees have taken damages. This usually works with damages, returns, and they will put them all in a box. And if they are products like this is a product from an Ulta soup haul. They will not have a lid, so I've created a little lid here. This product is still completely full. This foundation is still full. They will cut the top here, and they will squeeze all the product out into the box. Now, they'll do this with a bunch of things. They'll do it with fake tanner, they'll do it with lotion, they'll do it with foundations, they'll crush up all the shadows, and they'll just make a big, big mess in it. Another thing is, they will, if there's headbands or hair ties, they will cut all of the hair bands, hair ties. I did have an example here. This was from my one Ulta soup haul. This is the rubber bands that I found. This is all like lotion and, you know, foundation and stuff like that. But you can see that they cut a few here, but all the rest of these are perfectly fine. So 3 out of 18 is pretty good to me. Now all you have to do is take these in the shower with you and wash them. They'll do these a lot with brushes. They'll try and cut the brushes. But again, a brush can be used over and over again. So it's kind of like you're getting a great deal. You're getting it for free, and they're just trying to mess it up. Now typically Ulta soup will be either in a big box or they will be in bags. I do have a couple pictures that I will insert here. You can see it's just a big mess. Now when I go through soup hauls, they will, I will have, you know, gloves all the way up to my elbows. Sorry. I will have something covering my shirt because it is messy. But you will find the best products in there. In there I have found my Too Faced palette, which is perfect. I still use it, and I've used it on my eyes today. You'll also find Modern Red. Not all the time will you find these, but most of the time they will put palettes in these soup things because no one's going to want to go through them. I've also found single shadows, such as these NYX shadows, and I found 2 Tarte Shape Tapes. And these Fiona Styles lip balms. Now, I will say that these are very rare. Most of them will not have lids on them, or they will be empty because they are returns. But you will get lucky every once in a while, and it's just awesome. It's kind of cool because you can see, like, you know, your hard work pays off because you found something, and it's like a treasure hunt every time.
For example, with the one picture that I showed you up there, this was everything all cleaned up.
So when you go to sanitize the makeup, I'm going to do a whole video on that. Most of the times with lipsticks, all you have to do is, you know, take off the top layer, melt it down, and spray it with sanitizer, and that's what I've done so many times. Put them in my own palettes. For example, the Too Faced Melted that I'm wearing today came in a soup haul, and I just cut the top because all the contents inside were sanitary. Cut the top and squirted it all out into a nice, you know, little container, and now I have it here. Another way you sanitize makeup, when you go to find something such as powders, scrape off the top layer where someone would have touched or a brush would have been in it, then crush it up if it needs to be crushed up, especially if they try to destroy it, and spray it down with sanitizer, and then you press it and it is brand new. Again, I will do a video on that. If you guys want to see it, like it down below. Let me know if you want to see it or not. Also, I do want to just mention that not everything will be in fantastic condition. As you saw in the last, the pictures that I inserted, a lot of that stuff in the soup didn't have shades in it. A lot of it was half empty. The condition is not always fantastic in these products. For example, the Ultimate Neutral Eyeshadow Palette by Too Faced that I found is missing how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. 6 shades. So it's missing 6 shades, and It doesn't have a lid, and it's completely stained. So this is considered like medium condition for me. Terrible condition ones usually get tossed away or they don't get used. But this is medium condition. And then you can also find fantastic condition products. Now this was in my last haul. Laura Geller just came to my salon, or my Ulta, and she just taught classes. So there was an overabundance of Laura Geller products. So I found this Laura Geller container, brand new. Like, they had only swatched it with their fingers. And if you open it up like this, it has all 4 palettes still in it. It wasn't even dirty. You see, just like this. And this is such an incredible find. Let me tell you, most of the things that I find have either been used overabundantly, they need to be fixed, or they just need to be cleaned. This one was not even used. So, I mean, things, you have to be very observant, and you also have to be very diligent when you go to look, or else you're not going to find anything. You know, it's, one day you'll find 3 bags of soup and you'll find like $1,500 worth of products. One day you'll just find a concealer or a foundation. You just have to keep looking. And honestly, I am the truest testament to that. 95% of my makeup collection now is just stuff that I found. And I am so entirely grateful to have found all this stuff. Honestly, I could never afford it. Now, the last 2 questions kind of go hand in hand. How many times do you go, or how often do you go, and is it addictive? Haha, yes and yes. So I go, like I said, around 4 times a week. I know when they take the trash out usually, and in those 4 times a week, I usually go 2 times a day. So that's probably about 16 times a week. Now, granted, I work like 5 minutes from my Ulta, so I can go before work and after work, and that's what I usually do. Why? Because you never know when they're going to take the trash out. You never know if they get damages that day. You just don't know. And you have to be diligent and on top of it if you really want to find anything, really. And I've gotten down to the point where I know a good bit of their schedule, but, you know, they always switch things up, especially if they know there are divers. And is it addictive? Yes. Once you find your first thing, you're going to want to keep going. Once you fix your first palette, you're going to want to keep going. You want to keep finding palettes and doing all this stuff because it's fun. Honestly, it's fun, and I really like doing it a lot. And it's not just because I'm greedy and I just want all the newest stuff. It's because it's also helping the environment. It's creating less of a demand for the big companies, and I just like being able to help. So, yes, it is very much addictive. And if you could see my makeup collection, you definitely could tell that. Guys, that was the end of the video. I had so much fun answering these questions. If you have any more questions for me, please leave